Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, in a charming village surrounded by a dense forest, there was a kind-hearted girl known for her sunny disposition. She always wore a vibrant red cloak, lovingly made by her grandmother, earning her the name Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother asked her to take a basket filled with fresh baked goods and medicine to her ailing grandmother, who lived in a cozy cottage deep within the forest. Eager to help, Little Red Riding Hood set out, her red cloak standing out against the green woods. Before she left, her mother cautioned her, "Stay on the path and don't talk to strangers. The forest can be dangerous." As Little Red Riding Hood walked, she admired the flowers and listened to the birds. Enchanted by the beauty around her, she wandered off the path and encountered a sly wolf hiding among the trees. The wolf, with a charming smile, asked, "Where are you headed, little one?" "I'm going to visit my grandmother," she replied. "She lives in a cottage at the end of the path." The wolf's eyes sparkled with mischief as he devised a plan. How wonderful! Why not pick some of these lovely flowers for her? She would surely enjoy them. Excited by the suggestion, Little Red Riding Hood began picking flowers, forgetting her mother's advice. Meanwhile, the wolf took a shortcut to the grandmother's cottage. At the cottage, the wolf knocked on the door. "Who is it?" the grandmother asked. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," the wolf said, mimicking her voice. "Come in, dear," the grandmother replied, unsuspecting. The wolf entered, locked the grandmother in a closet, and disguised himself in her nightgown, climbing into bed. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived, she noticed the door was ajar and called out, "Grandmother, it's me." From the bed came a weak voice, "Come closer, my dear." As she approached, Little Red Riding Hood noticed something strange. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with," the wolf replied. "What big ears you have," she said. "All the better to hear you with," the wolf answered. "And what big teeth you have," Little Red Riding Hood exclaimed, growing alarmed. "All the better to eat you with," the wolf roared, leaping out of bed. Just then, a brave hunter heard the commotion. He burst into the cottage, subdued the wolf, and freed the grandmother. Relieved and grateful, Little Red Riding Hood promised to always follow her mother's advice. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood, her grandmother, and the hunter lived happily ever after, while the cunning wolf was never seen again. The end.